Today I will be attempting a crime-only challenge in Stellaris. Not only will I be attempting to make all of my resources from crime, and additionally some crime-adjacent behaviors like the criminal ideas of having clerks. Yes, this might be something of a clerk-only run too, I know it's disturbing, but I will not consider this challenge complete until I have spread my crime to the capital world of every single empire in the galaxy. No one should be safe from the illicit trade of ground-up alien corpses, which I invite you to snort. I'll also try and become the supreme chancellor of the galactic community just to prove that crime really is top dog in this galaxy's war on crime, and I might get up to a little bit of mischief besides. To complete all of this, I will be playing today as the noble Hutt Clan. Coming from the desert world of Nal Hutta, these venerable slug-like, well apparently it's a bit fishy, but this is the closest portrait I could find, things are going to be slowly oozing their way into everyone's home. We are of course going to be going with a criminal heritage. This means I cannot form commercial pacts, but I'll be able to set up branch offices on the planet of any regular empire as long as we have no war or active truces. We will also get crime on branch office planets, which increases the branch office value. We can build special crime increasing corporate buildings. They are going to be very good. We're going to get reduced branch office cost, more infiltration speed, a little bit of code breaking, yada yada yada. To add to this, we're going to need quite a few more envoys, and so I've grabbed public relations specialist, giving me 2 extra envoys so that I can do lots and lots of espionage and other such nonsense. Of course, the Hutts are a very long-lived species, so we're going to go with venerable. They are definitely decadent, definitely repugnant, which shouldn't be too bad as we're going to have so many clerks. Oh my goodness me, it's going to be awful. And I'm going to say they're a little bit weak as well. But you can't say they're not thrifty. That'll give us a 25% extra boost to our trade value. I'm also going to be going with common ground. Now this would seem a little odd. I won't get any guaranteed habitables, but this build is going to be very, very tall, and we're going to have very few planets whatsoever. What I really want though is a trade federation as soon as possible. That will allow me to get more unity and more consumer goods from trade right out of the gate. We're going to go with authoritarian so that we can have proper traditional Hutt slavery, and fanatic materialist because underneath Jabba's palace there was of course the robot workshop. We know that the Hutts do robot related shenanigans, so here we are, fanatic materialist. I needed to pick something, and honestly I didn't really feel like any of the other choices here really would have gone well with the Hutts. They're definitely not militarist. I don't think they're pacifist either. But what do you think about a Hutt Clan build? Is this close enough? Let me know down in the comments below. Let's go out there and start shifting some knockoff Jeff pads. And if you want to follow along at home, these are the settings I'm using today. Decades ago, when the Hutt's first crewed sublight probe visited the star systems neighboring our own, we discovered the presence of 2 distinct alien civilizations. Despite the radical differences in our physiology, it quickly became apparent that we had more things in common than not, and they definitely needed to work for us. Like us, they were also on the cusp of unlocking practical interstellar travel. A bond of sorts was formed between our 3 civilizations, which eventually led to the birth of a federated state, the Hutt Syndicated Worlds. We would combine our efforts, they'd work for us, and when we were ready to spread out into the cosmos, whatever was out there would be faced by us standing together. Well, we'd push them a little bit in front. Don't worry, it'll be fine. Of course, the first thing we're going to have to do here is transition our economy away from all of this crap. As you can see, we have a lot of things which aren't crime related. Now, crime is going to have a somewhat wider meaning here. All of the executives, well, they're of course criminal executives. The managers are crime managers, so we'll have those in there as well. And clerks too, they're doing crime-related thingamabobberies. However, researchers, they're going to be a no-go. Metallurgists, artisans, farmers, definitely not. Miners, technicians, all of that has to go, and don't worry, we are going to get rid of it. So first things first, let's demolish a bunch of buildings. Isn't that fun? Well, we now have only crime-related jobs. Isn't it wonderful, ladies and gentlemen? What an optimum way to play. I think we might need to form some research agreements, that sort of thing, with our lovely neighbors here, the League of Adent, idiot spiritualists, and the Star Dynasty of Relia, some sort of vertically challenged Vryn people who are apparently very wise kings. The planet of Egror 3 is right next to our capital as well. That's a lovely desert world. I think we'll go and try and grab that. Now, of course, there are a couple of extra bits and pieces I need to mention here. We are going to be making a trade federation because, of course, the Hutt Syndicated Worlds are first and foremost a trade federation. That means we will unlock the Trade League policy right out of the gate, which is very, very tasty and probably the only reason we're going to be surviving just a little bit. Technologically, progress will be very, very slow early on. We have no researchers, but a lot of technologies will do nothing for us. Global energy management, field modulation, completely useless. Things like xenolinguistics, pop growth speed, additional unity, off-world trading companies, they're all great. And we can even get powered exoskeletons for some crime robots. Sounds fantastic. I mean, Jabba the Hutt did have a robot workshop below his lovely little capital thing. We are going to make Nal Hutta a trade capital. That's going to boost our trade value even more, granting us lots of tasty benefit. We've gone over the month. Our economy has slightly flatlined, but we are still actually stable here. We're making a few alloys, we're making a few consumer goods thanks to the trade, we're buying some food in, and we've got some minerals as well. So actually everything is fine. The Hutt syndicated worlds are doing great. Thank you for asking. Please go away. We will of course be building up more commercial zones. Read these as crime districts basically, because yes, in essence it's a clerk challenge with extra steps. Oh my goodness me. Unfortunately, we are getting a bit of crime on our homeworld, which is a slight shame, definitely a slight shame, but you know, it's not too bad. It's just a little bit of crime, just the one criminal. We'll jump straight into mercantile and start pushing our criminal agenda forwards. Don't forget, the secret ingredient, ladies and gentlemen, is crime. All right, the drug trade has just expanded onto Nal Hutta. This is bad. This is going to decrease our trade value, which is going to hurt us quite a lot economically. I do need to get these commercial zones up and running before we collapse. That's the main goal right now. There is a trade value governor available. I'm going to be buying them and putting them straight onto the job. Welcome, Torba Malice. Under the great Jabba, we'll all be doing fine. Who's apparently a scientist? Interesting. Jabba's a scientist. Did you know that? I didn't.
You know, I'm something of a scientist myself.
Oh no, we're the center of the drug trade. That's a shame. Trickle economics is going to really help us. Let's see how much trade our clerks are making now. 6.2 trade value per clerk, putting us up to a healthy 130 trade value. And infinite opportunities is just fired. Let's expand the council. I'm sure there's a role for some disheveled person somewhere. Ooh, commercial enterprise is fantastic. That now means we're going to have a whole host of new merchants. Brilliant. Further reducing our unemployment problem. We've actually eliminated unemployment, ladies and gentlemen. I'm very pleased to say. Aren't we doing a great job? Oh, cartel wars have just broken out on the capital. Who would have guessed it? Crime causes more crime. We have managed to sneak our way into a nice matter decompressor system, though. Can't complain about that. We're going to need quite a few envoys. Let's take Shared Destiny, see what happens. With great trumpets and a bit of fanfare, we've opened our very first branch office on the capital world of our neighbor here. They're going to absolutely love our new illicit research labs. That's the only way we're going to get science, ladies and gentlemen. And we'll put one on the other neighbor too. Isn't it wonderful? The only other planet worth really mentioning would be the planet of Tatooine here, right next to our homeworld. This is a great world. There's atmospheric aphrodisiacs. No wonder the chosen one was born here. Definitely immaculate conception, though. Nothing to worry about here. And an asteroid belt for extra minerals that we'll definitely be allowed to mine. Unfortunately, the planet Philavansiva over here, yeah, they've hit 100% crime already. And they have 5 criminals. That's such a shame. Who knew? Crime pays. Well, at least it pays us anyway. We're making a nice number of energy credits from this influx of criminal activity. Now, normally Claminda would be amazing, all those bonus worker pop resource outputs, etc., but we don't make any resources. We just do the trade. So it's a no from me today, I'm afraid. We're also going to be doing some lovely trade deals with our neighbors, buying some monthly alloy output from them because, of course, they're such lovely fellas. We've also had factions just fire off. The Institute of Technocratic Reform, they are doing great. Imperial Unity, less happy, but you know, it's all fine. We will, of course, be jumping over to academic privilege. Didn't you know it? All the Hutts, they're scientists. See, Jabba, scientist. It all works out. It makes sense. Quantum theory, completely useless. We don't do the research. That's someone else's job. And our neighbor over here, the Obvenian autocracy, well, they are desperate to become our bulwark. And you know what? The Hutt Clan thinks it's a great idea. We should protect these fellas as well. Slight economic downturn as we're paying a bunch of their stuff, but you know what? It's fine. It's all fine. Don't worry about it.
Did he say don't worry about it?
Is he not taking the simulation seriously?
We're basically going to let the rest of the Hutt Syndicated worlds do all of the exploring for us. It's going to be fine. Now, it would seem like these terms are absolutely terrible. We're paying so much, but they're not making any strategic resources. They're making very few advanced resources. Their research is pathetic, and their basic economy is also crap, so it's actually not a problem, not even a little bit. And in 43 months, we might just have a minor renegotiation to this contract, because they're getting very, very loyal to their new overlords. Who needed any other job than trade value and crime? It's excellent. Annoyingly, we are getting that little annoying fact where there is negative trade value on the planet, and that is hurting our income. Please fix paradox. Because you can get trade value below 0, and then when it is, it doesn't work with the crime. If it's below 0, it's worse. See? So even though we have 5 criminals taking away 25 trade value per criminal here, that only gives us 37 extra energy credits, so the net gain there is pretty low. And oops, my finger slipped. There's a branch office on Obeva Munoi, the capital world of our little bulwark vassal. Our research income definitely leaves a lot to be desired, but the rest of the stats are absolutely great. I honestly can't believe that we managed to get the Hutt capital here to be the center of drug trade in the galaxy. That wasn't intentional, but it's amazingly effective in this RP. I'm loving it. Well, it looks like our first 20-year term as president is about to come to an end. Unfortunately, we'll just extend that to 40 years, and everyone will vote yes. Yes, unanimous, fantastic.
I love democracy. I love the Republic.
And our syndication agency officer is about to come into force. Let's see who we can get. Oh, Hask Imiak here is going to be giving us some extra food. That would be lovely. Kai Shah, yes, we'd love you to help us. So Kai Shah is going to give us 2 extra envoys, more infiltration speed, more experience gain. Yeah, we'll lose a bit of happiness, but you know what? I don't give a damn. Kai Shah can go straight in as well as our syndication agency officer. That'll give us an extra 1 trade value per criminal, which makes crime tastier than ever before. And if you're enjoying this video, please steal that like button. Finishing up aptitude, because of course the Hutts are the best leaders in the galaxy. Crime just makes the universe go round. They're also just next level thinkers. Beautiful. Our hive mind, disgusting. I guess we'll have to do something about that. Let's try and switch these guys into a Scholarium. Unfortunately, it looks like they didn't have the influence to decline our proposal. That means they'll become our Scholarium, and we're going to get a whole lot of research from them. It's year 26 and we're already at 11 envoys. That is just completely balmy. Yes, we need the envoys to do all of our criminal crime-related shenanigans in other empires. We've moved over in the Hutt Syndicated worlds to low centralization. Very soon, once we hit 100 cohesion, we're also going to propose that we change the type of succession to a challenge succession, possibly the golden rule. That couldn't help us at all, could it? It's year 30 and we're only making 33 alloys and 170 research per month. Everything else is fantastic, but these are relatively low numbers. Given the fact we have 0 researchers and 0 metallurgists, I'm very pleased with these numbers. And even though we are decadent, even though we're repugnant, even though we have Kai Shah here giving us minus 5% happiness across the board, we're still at a whopping 78% pop approval. And we're starting to build more and more branch offices. The Jibru Star Nation for too long haven't experienced the true snuffiness of Zro. It's time for them to snort some dead alien corpses, and we'll be rolling out a new branch office right on their capital. That's Jeff. That's a weird bird person. I don't know what that is, but I do know they need a spy network so we can find out where their tastiest planets are. And whenever a branch office spot opens up, we will of course throw down an illicit research lab just to get the kind of research juices flowing. And with another unanimous vote, we've moved over to a challenge succession type, and let's go straight to golden rule. Yes, absolutely excellent. Now, only the biggest spenders in our lovely little Hutt syndicated system will be in charge. I wonder who that will be. We also only have 2 worlds, making this a very tall build. That's technological ascendancy. As everyone knows, the Hutts are renowned for their slug-like tech stuff, I guess. And oh no, it's time that we do the Golden Rule Challenge. Let's see how much we'll pay to vote to get Jabba, the greatest scientist in the galaxy, back into the job of Grand Hutt of the Hutt Syndicated Worlds. I guess we could bid at 2,500. Pocket change, really. Another 2,500? No problem. Another 2.5? That's worrying. Another 5? That's bad. Surely they don't have... Really, they have more. All right, well, guess we could bid. The bid is up to the pot. Is it like 7? What? Is this? No way. I don't believe it. How How have they got this much cash? Guess we'll do one more bid. Finally, we had to spend 80,000 to win that. Oh my goodness me. I think we'll keep it. We got it. We need to put some of those buildings on our star bases. Oops. We got it all back and we couldn't even hold on to it. That's so stupid. You can have a branch office and you can have a branch office. Everybody gets a branch office. Finally, at year 40, the galactic community has risen up. We'll get some cloaking fields and we'll see what we can do in there. Maybe we'll stir the pot just a little bit. One of the first things we need to get going is a galactic market. That would allow us to trade better with the rest of the galaxy. Even though we have no jobs, other than a few darned clerks, we still have the 6th highest diplo weight in the galaxy, and we could put a bit higher if I assign one of our 11 envoys. And there we are. We now met basically everyone else. The Hutts are going to dip themselves into galactic politics just a bit. We do have representation in the Galactic Senate now, which is bizarre, but you know, it is what it is. We've renegotiated the deal with the Obevnians again. Now they don't pay us anything, and we just get lots and lots of tasty research from them. They're absolutely fine with this, though. Why wouldn't they be? On a slightly more annoying note, there seems to be another megacorp out there in the galaxy establishing branch offices on worlds that are rightfully ours. I think it might be these guys, another criminal syndicate, a rival syndicate, the Barcalan Monopoly. Damn these Barcalids. Before I started this run, I wasn't even sure it would be possible to rely only on crime and clerks. And to be honest, if you ask me, clerks are a crime against nature, so that's completely fine. But we're doing all right. We're actually kind of doing pretty good, if anything. Say what you like about the Hutts, their efficiency is great because the competition between Hutt leaders is darn right ruthless. I'm pretty sure Jabba ate somebody just to get into his current position. And of course, the Hutts reign supreme as the most important galactic power in the Senate. That's definitely something. We've almost hit 1,000 trade on our capital. This is so stupid. I love it. I'm not saying I love clerks. That's not what I said. You misheard. All right, we're on the border of these puny neuter whatever they are. Probably time we declare war. Let's go animosity. Yeah, we'll just humiliate them. Federation says yes. War is a go. We lost quite a few destroyers there. That must have been a powerful starbase. Oops. Let's just slap them about a bit. Excellent. A victory. A fine victory. And it looks like it will be another victory for the Hutts. Oh, and a third victory. It's nice that they've lined themselves up one by one just to be shot out of the sky. We might be causing a few minor stability issues on the worlds of our vassal. That's not our fault, though. They should manage their crime better. Oh, there's debris. There's something for our scientists to actually do. Let's go and do that. They can't even beat their own station anymore. This is embarrassing. Neuter Collective, go home. Go home. We did gain victory, and we've smacked their fleets about quite a bit. We've almost got the galactic market to form. Once we do, this minimal alloy income will no longer be an issue. We'll be making more alloys than you'd believe. We'll nominate Nell Hutter as the galactic market hub. It's only got an adequate rating, even though we have 1,000 trade value. Like, that doesn't make sense to me. I don't get it. Ooh, a few minor cybernetic upgrades to our probably already perfect Hutts. What could go wrong? And we've put a Ministry of Science on the capital of our Scalarium. That means we're stealing even more research. Because each of these researchers will now also produce a little bit of research for us, their overlord. 100 pops, it's year 60, that seems a little low, but we're making 1,000 research, 400 unity. Yeah, the alloys is a problem, but otherwise look at these resources. Across the board, it's all looking great. Our trusty brain-dead robots are receiving a bit of an upgrade now. We're going to give them trading algorithms, double-jointed and mass-reduced. Well done, E3POs. You're doing your job swimmingly. There are so many worlds now with massive crime problems. The Hutts are now meta-Hutts. It's all getting a bit fourth wall-y. Damn it, we didn't get the galactic market. It's all evil. They're against us. I tell you, the galaxy, they're evil. Right, I guess what we will do, though, we'll buy some alloys. And then we'll start a monthly buy of, how about 100? Yeah, let's buy 100 a month. Brilliant. Now we're making 170 alloys. That's definitely something. That's more. We should begin to expand the fleet, given these new production increases. Now the galactic market has finally been founded, we can actually get our hands on some rare resources. We'll need them, so I'll buy them. We're accelerating away now. Excellent. I can also finally give my Hutts proper trading algorithms. We'll get rid of their weak tendencies. What Oh no. Oh no. Oh. Okay. Our vassal was Fear of the Dark. Look what happened to their homeworld. It went kablooey. That means they don't have as many researchers as they used to have. It's also hurt us in our pocket quite a bit because we had quite the build-up on that world. We were getting a lot of research from them because of it. Not getting that anymore. It's all right. We'll change things around. It'll be fine. It'll all be fine. We're going to humiliate the Nuta Collective again. Absolutely. I'm on board. Oh, brilliant. Jabba the Hutt is also an embezzler. Apparently, he doesn't believe anyone notices. Oh, he just got his embezzler trait upgraded literally while I'm watching. But I will take a tasty robot admiral. Why not? Well, they jumped in the Nuta and we're going to have another fight. 20k is a lot bigger than anything we saw last time, but I don't think, I don't think it's going to be enough. Yes. The Nuta haven't learnt their lesson from before, and that lesson is don't mess with the Hutts. I've never done it before. I think I might actually do it now. I might put down a Giga Mall on our capital, Nalhutta. That's going to give us extra trade value. It will boost the amenities from our clerks by 1, but I really don't care about those amenities. What I do care about is all of that delicious trade value. What the Hutts really want to do, though, is knock out their rival criminal syndicate, the Barcalan Monopoly. These guys are just the worst. The price of alloys right now has gone all the way up to 20 to buy the darn thing. That seems a little pricey, even if you ask me. We're at level 4 with the Hutt Syndicated Worlds. This is now giving us 25% extra naval cap to the Federated Fleet, which we don't have, we don't need that. 10% extra diplomatic weight, nice, and extra trade value. Gotta love that trade value. We won! Excellent! And we've grabbed these 2 worlds. Now we're assimilating some nutty Nuta. We've also got these Saran folks. They look interesting. Cool. And we're just going to put a few loyalty implants inside of these fellas. It'll all be fine. They do have some rather strange infrastructure here that we simply don't need. Exotic gas refineries. Actually, I think we can keep the exotic gas refineries, The True Democracy Association. Ugh. Suppress. Now these guys aren't half bad. The Whetstone Initiative, yeah, I couldn't get behind that. They actually brought up a raiding fleet. I'm kind of annoyed. Right, let's go kick their butt. Let that be a lesson to them. None of these technologies really do anything for us. I guess we'll extend our leader lifespan. How long has the leaders got left to live? Jabba here is another 120 years on the clock. Okay, the main issue is Kai Shah might die soon. Wait a minute, the League of Ednit managed to make the Jibru Star Nation their vassal. I'm sorry, what? We're going to take Defender of the Galaxy now. Now this might seem a bit weird for the Hutts to do, but it will make the entire galaxy absolutely love us. And when the crisis turns up, because it's turning up, it'll help out a bit there. We've also noticed that on the borders of the Barcalan Monopoly here, the Ildaran Free State have quite a pathetic navy relative to ours. That means it's the ample opportunity here to make them our subsidiary and gain their 2 vassals as well. It's, oh my goodness me, it's going to be good. The League of Ednit said no. Right, well, we're going to have to change that then. Let's go to our Federation laws. War declarations can be a majority vote. Everyone's in favor of that. Now we'll try again with the legal representation of our Federation change somewhat. Oh yes, there we go. Now we are in a state of war. We should probably do something about this state of war. Yes, let's bring our fleets up to the borders. We do have a slight issue, and that is the Pulvernitan Cabal, these evil rock pion types. I guess we're going to have to declare war on them and take some of their stuff. We will have to close down a couple of branch offices. That's a real shame. Benefits will hopefully outweigh the costs. Oh, they're in an entire federation. Yeah, we can handle them. 2 wars at once? Why not? The Hutts are pretty awesome. Just need 1 more yes vote. There we are. War is a go. And we've sent in the slugs. The Meta Hutts are doing God's own work, probably. Oh, this planet does have a lot of crime. The Barcalan Monopoly have been busy there. They're probably our next targets after we subjugate the Ildaran Free State over here. Yeah, we're kind of the west side of the galaxy here at war with the eastern side, minus the Darklands, of course. And the south are just kind of looking on an annoyance, not really doing anything. It's year 90, we've just unlocked Megastructure Restoration, and that means this ruined matter decompressor won't be ruined for very much longer. We've also got a system entirely ready for a ring world very soon, and I guess I could grab one of the systems over here and claim it just to put a Dyson sphere down. Well, we finally got some big fleets over here from the Pulverite and Cabal. Our fleets are quite a bit out of position as well. We're going to have to do a bit of running around just to get out of this. Get out of there. Get out of there. Don't attack by yourself, you silly Stellarium. You can't win it. No. Oh, fools. They've really got a lot of fleets here. I'm hopeful we'll win. Our allies are so close now as well. Look, we've got all these lovely allies that hopefully will come to our assistance. It looks like we're going to be fighting in the Farragon system. That is a neutron star, meaning everyone here will get a 50% sublight speed reduction. Oh, but they've run away. They've decided they've bitten off more than they can chew, and the enemy are fleeing. Let's chase them down. Oh, it seems like some of our fleets flew into the wrong place. I think we just lost a fleet badly. That's quite unfortunate. Luckily, we do have our allies still. Yeah, we just lost our Minister for Defense. That's a real shame, actually. We've engaged the big Fed fleet. This is going to be quite a close battle, I think. Uh-oh. We're knocking them down, though. It looks like we are winning, but not by much. Come on. Survive. Survive. Oh, I think we've done it. I think we might have done it. No. Yes. Oh, come on, you beauties. That's just the one ship left. Is that a battleship running away from her? Oh no, the starbase. Come on. It's just one lone cruiser. Nope. Oh, we lost. Never mind. Gave it a good go, though. That means we don't have any forces left at the front. We've got one fleet coming up, but that was the last of our fleets. That's a problem. Little bit of an issue. We will rebuild as fast as we can, I suppose. Taking a look at our ship design, we've got all lasers. Maybe I want to swap those over to disruptors just to really effectively cut through the enemy forces. You know what, let's go full torpedo on this bad boy. The price of alloys has reached another high here, 22 energy credits to buy just a single alloy. That's entirely not my fault. Not been any market manipulation. How dare you suggest such a thing? Let's convert an Hutter, why not? Let's make it into a lovely ecumenopolis with our arcology project. Oh, that's not going to go well. Why have they done this, right? My battleships, long-range battleships I should add, managed to jump into the center of a massive fleet concentration. Let's just retreat them. We lost. Yeah, we just lost. We just lost. We lost one battleship. The war seems to be going not so good. That might be partly because it's a very warm day and my brain is boiling. But no, I don't think so. I think it's someone else's fault, probably. Right, we've got two fleets, about 100k between them. Let's use these two to actually do some damage. Here they come right on top of us. Excellent. Absolutely excellent. Great, and that's one task force dealt with. Let's push forwards on all fronts now. All right, we've got quite the armada here. Let's go. And there'll be no more mistakes in this war. No more. We've had enough of those mistake things. Thank you very much. You know what? Let's go a bit off-brand here. We'll also make Tatooine into an ecumenopolis as well. We just need to build 3 more city districts. Then we can queue the darn thing up. Aha! We've won the war. Excellent. Well, I guess we can now use the open space, because they can't close their borders to us, of these people to go and finally vassalize the Ildaran Free State. We need to do just a little bit more to achieve the war goal there, and then we'll be set up and ready to go against these despicable individuals, the Barcalan Monopoly. We're also going to change our federation around a little bit. We're now high in cohesion. Everyone's into the Hutt Syndicated World's kind of point of view. Luckily, because we are at war, no election has been triggered, and we are still, of course, the supreme president. I think we should also move the voting weight over to diplomatic weight. That means that actually we get more votes. Wait just a moment. We managed to take the worlds here, and we've entirely massacred the population on one of these planets. The planet Nyand here is at 100% devastation. That can't be good. We're also going to mess around just a bit with all of our resident population. Brand new loyalty circuits will be installed. Rejoice, ladies and gentlemen, you're now going to be more loyal than ever. You see, loyalty as an ideal is a distinctly organic concept. It's much more efficient to simply program compliance directly into your brains. We've just hit 2,000 research without a single researcher of our own. These illicit research labs that I keep putting down, they're just, so good. Crime is great. We're finally in the middle of the Ildaran space, and along with our allies, there can be no stopping us. They didn't expect us to fly around their little tricksy Maginot Line equivalent. Basically, we went through space Belgium to get here. It was pretty good. There goes the capital of Ildar, meaning we should almost be at, yeah, we're almost at 100% war exhaustion here. Beautiful. Beautiful. Wait a minute, did these folks get independence? No. Really? What? Right, with that last starbase, I think we've done it here. Looks like the conclusion of a successful campaign. Let's see what this does for our Federation. Yeah, let's achieve war goals now. Well, excellent, and that means we've triggered another election. It's time to get our checkbooks ready and pay all of our energy credits in, and probably a lot of other stuff too. I've held on to a lot of alloys just in case we need them, so I can actually go over my energy credit capacity. Oh, I already won! Well, you know what? Let's actually invest it. Let's spread it out between the different members of the Federation. But what do you think of this crime-only challenge? Have you tried it at home? Have you succeeded? I'd love to hear from you. Please let me know down in the comments below. We did just grab a whole bunch of other vassals. We can't change the terms of these arrangements just yet, but we can make them love us, eventually. We've done the unthinkable. We've made Nal Hutta into a better version of Coruscant. It's pretty nice, really. Yeah, I guess we'll just build more residential arcologies. They don't cost any special resources, and they give us lots and lots of extra clerks to do more and more crime. We've also incidentally just hit a whopping 2,000 trade on our capital here. Now, you could be getting more out of your clerks if you were a regular empire, but then we wouldn't have 39 branch offices spreading crime throughout the universe. Oh, and we're now the Galactic Council.
I am the Senate.
Not yet.
I've just realized that we can buy slaves from the slave market, and I'll be doing that straight away. Honestly, as the slave trading Hutts, I can't believe I forgot about this even for a little bit. I'm not entirely convinced this is a good idea, but we do have to start somewhere. In this first war, we're only going to go for a single claim. Apparently our allies have 9 claims. I don't really care about that, to be honest, but we're going to go for just our 1. I think we've got the Diplo weight to, yeah, we can swing it now. We have the overwhelming force majeure amongst the Hutt syndicated worlds. They do also have an ally in their Bulwark, the Zenak multi-system. However, these guys are apparently just completely pathetic, so Bulwark, definitely a strong word to use for them. Here they come in piecemeal. We should be able to take them out. Yep, massively superior forces on our side. Take that knockoff version of our cartel. They're apparently attacking our vassals. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. Yes, not our problem. I mean, they should deal with their own stuff. This seems more like a local border dispute than part of our overall war problem. Did I say problem? I meant plan. War plan. Well, it's not exactly Star Wars canonical, but ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the best version of Tatooine I guess we'll ever see. This seems good enough. Let's end the war. And that has really taken quite a big chunk here out of the Barcalan monopoly. And we've got a full matter decompressor online. Oh, well, we're just going to have too many minerals. Yeah, 2,000 energy, 3,000 energy, 2,000 minerals. Food's a minor inconvenience. Let's increase our food expenditure. We're making a lot of consumer goods, but we are selling them all. Plenty of alloys, plenty of unity, and we're almost, very nearly almost at 3,000 research. Not too shabby, if I do say so myself. There's only one more thing we need to do to eliminate this rival, and that's claim all of their worlds and destroy them.
Wipe them out. All of them.
We're also starting to stack some hefty shipbuild cost reduction bonuses here. I'm up to 55%. I want to push that higher, but I do need to level up more leaders in order to get there. Alright, it's 23-27. It is finally time to wipe out our only competition once and for all. Once we've done that, I need only set up a few more branch offices, and I will have a crime branch office on the capital of every nation in the galaxy. And at that point, I think I've basically completed the challenge. No, I lost my general, the good one. Darn it. A great general. That's very disappointing. I guess sometimes these things just happen. That's really annoying. He had such great traits as well. Holy crap, what happened to the price of alloys? It has suddenly dropped through the floor. Okay, we'll buy some more then. That should, I believe, excellent, ended the Barclan monopoly. Allegedly, there's some stability issues. We can fix that. Oh, I see the problem here. There's far too many of the wrong type of district. Yes, people are very upset they have to work in mines and farms, all of that sort of nonsense. And now I can put down branch offices on all of those capitals I didn't manage to grab earlier. The Hutt trading empire expands yet further. We should probably ascend Nalhutter as well. We've got plenty of unity sitting around. Currently 500,000 in cap. Let's make it even better at trade. Oh, look, we just hit 3,000 trade on a single world. Isn't that glorious? Oh, all praise the clerks, right? Am I right? And in order to boost our naval capacity to get those fleets up, because the crisis should show up any day now, I'm putting down pirate free havens absolutely everywhere. Every planet now will be its own little Tatooine. They're going to be a wretched hive of scum and villainy. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm pretty sure the Hutt cartel have finally done it. We have a branch office, a presence on the capital of every single empire in the galaxy. Now, of course, we don't have them on the guessed out consciousness worlds. We can't do that. But otherwise, we've achieved the goal we set out a long time ago. We have one on the Justkan Interstellar Empire, the Obevnian Autocracy, our Scholarium, the Ralaketh Mandate, the leader of the Pangalactic Trade Exchange, an allegedly rival trade league to our own syndicated worlds, but honestly, I don't know what they're talking about. The League of Ednit, the Sibulan Allied Stars, the Polvanitan Cabal, the United Wizirakian Imperium, the Jibru Star Nation, the Bilnok High Kingdom, the Star Dynasty of Relia, the Ildaran Free State, one of our subsidiaries, the Assembly of Hesukaran Territories, our lovely bulwark, the Gramantian Galactic Autocracy, the Protective Shabtak Mandate, the Empire of Kizar, the Wizirakian Union, the Dahesh Star Regime, and last but by no means least, the Haviragan Regime. And now we wait for the crisis. What's this? They'd like to become our vassals. Well, absolutely, the Nuta can come and join the fun. I guess the only thing really left to do is to give emergency powers to the Supreme Chancellor, Jabba the Hutt. I must mention actually though, there is one biological empire that I've not been able to set up a branch office on. The Kelsiotan Remnant over here, well, let's have a look. If I try to set up my branch office on their capital, I'm simply not allowed. That won't do, and for that reason, my people are on the way to remedy the situation immediately. We've got a Colossus, let's go for a total war. We have a fair few army transports as well now. They're forming up into the regular army circle snake kajiggery. But yeah, everything's going pretty alright. Oh, and we've got our first taste of engagement here. Let's see if we can bring in the rest of our forces now. I think actually we'll drop the rest of our forces on the capital. Nice little blitzkrieg, and then we'll bring up our Colossus. Don't worry, I'm going to leave their worlds and their pops mostly intact, but I will return them to Monkey. Yeah, basically eviscerated by our fleets. We'll use this lovely beam, no idea what it'll do, some sort of mind-wiping cannon on the core. 124 pops, 62 of them Kelsioti, the other 62 some sort of nerve-stapled monstrosity. Which as you can see at the moment, the Kelsioti are pretty advanced. They've got rapid breeders, docile, natural sociologists, quick learners, and communal. They are xenophobic though, that's a problem. Charging sequence seems to be complete. We're now going to go for the firing. I'll just keep this up here so we can see what it's going to do to the population. Uh-oh, the planet got devolved. Well, what does that mean? Yes, ladies and gentlemen, these Kelsioti are now stupid. Absolutely stupid. I mean, they were already stupid not allowing us to set a crime office up on their cap. Sorry, not allow us to expand our market, our trade of fantastic work supplements and the like. You know, things like that great rare crystal that gets smoked in the pipe. But now they can no longer say no. They can't actually say anything, but that's beside the point. Annoyingly, we don't actually get to take over these worlds once we forcefully devolve them, as it does seem one pop survives. In this case, a Kelsioti, etc. That means they do have a couple of armies, but nowhere near enough to hold us back. Especially when our armies blot out the sky. Yep, we'll land all of these. That won't be a logistical nightmare. Oh, there they go. The core is now ready and open for business. Yeah, no, I'm going to put down a zoo, though. Well, it looks like they're voting no on our custodianship, but I have something of an ace up my sleeve. Yes, I've been collecting favors for quite a while, and that means I'm going to win the vote with a stonking majority. And there you have it. Jabba the Hutt is now the Supreme Chancellor, Grand Hutt Jabba. Long may he reign. He's very old already, but he's going to get even older, and now he can finally get things done. And as his first act with this new authority, Jabba legalizes crime and slavery galaxy-wide. Isn't he just generous? We're at year 2350. The crisis which I attempted to spawn in 100 years early is now 25 years late. We're also hitting 2,500 naval capacity very soon. We're making a reasonable amount of alloys. I could change my contracts around a little bit to increase that alloy income even further, as well as buying more from the market if I really wanted to. But I honestly at this point don't think the crisis that's coming in, it's either a 5 times or a 10 times would stand a chance. And, you know, I simply can't be bothered to wait around for it. We win, ladies and gentlemen. Crime, well, it's the way now. Yep. We don't call it crime anymore. We call it, trade. If you've enjoyed this video and you'd like to see what happens if I actually fight the crisis, not 1, not 2, but all 3 crisis at 10 times with an ultimate defensive Maginot build, click the video on screen now.